Typically, a Perplexity collection is just a place where you store threads that fit into a certain category. For example, I've got a collection named Xbox, and if I click on it, I see that I've got two threads in there. One is, would I like the Xbox One game Fallout 4, and what do people think of Fallout New Vegas? So it's just a place to keep threads that fit together in a certain category. But you can also set up a collection as an agent, and a Perplexity agent is a reusable template that allows you to retrieve and display a lot of data that fits into a certain set of criteria. And it's a great way to save time and effort when you're looking for data. So let's look at an example. I'm going to click on New Thread, and let's say I want Perplexity to solve an equation. So I will just type an algebraic equation to solve for x. I typed x plus 6 equals 10. I click the arrow or press enter, and Perplexity will solve the equation and show me the steps for solving the equation. So I could just keep doing this, keep putting new equations into the prompt in a new thread and press enter and get the answer to the equation. Now let's look at what this looks like when you have created an agent to complete this task. So I'm going to go to my library, and over in collections I'm looking for an agent I created called Math Agent. But let's look under the hood and see how I've set this up. So I click on these three dots in the upper right corner and click on Edit Collection. So I've got the title as Math Agent and an emoji so I can more easily identify it. But then I've written a description for the user. And the description is, write an equation with x as the only variable, press enter. And then I've got an AI prompt. This is what I want the agent to do. And the AI prompt is solve for x, show your steps. Now I'll click update just to get back to the math agent. Now I'll type in that math equation that I typed in earlier in the thread. I typed x plus 6 equals 10. I click on the arrow or press enter. And my agent solves the equation and shows me the steps for solving the equation, x equals 4. Now I'm going to go back to the math agent. And now I'll type a new, more complicated equation. So now the equation is 2.5x plus 63.2 divided by 4.6 squared. That little upward pointing arrow indicates a superscript, so it means it's 4.6 squared. So now I click the right arrow, and Perplexity will once again show me the steps. This time it's a much more complicated set of steps. And then it shows me, therefore, the solution to the equation is x equals 0.4. So I could keep plugging in different equations into this new thread box into the math agent, and Perplexity would solve the equations for me without having me to create a new thread for every single equation. So that, in a nutshell, is the value of Perplexity Agents. And during this course, we'll look at different ways of creating agents to streamline the retrieval and display of data in Perplexity.